Hello everyone, and welcome to How I Made Blanks in Blender, the series where I give you an in-depth look at how I make my animations. So, let's begin. Today we'll be looking at Tulips. This is a fairly simple model. It doesn't consist of much. It's just one tulip that's been used in a particle system, so it looks like it's been spread out across the ground. The ground, as you can see, is cut off over here because you don't need it really. The camera doesn't see that part, as you can see in the camera view right here, so you don't really need it to bog down the viewport or even the final render. This is fairly intensive in terms of resources, but this is the best way to get it looking like the tulips are spread out across the field. Of course, here's the sun lamp that provides the lighting to the scene. This is the pathway, and this is just a cement rim to add some effect to it. Let me show you the material preview. This takes a lot of resources to compute. The tulips, as you can see, are just two materials, one for the stems and one for the flowers themselves. The ground has a ground texture that's been applied onto it. The pavement has a pavement texture with a bump map. The bump map is what gives it the raised out kind of looks that you can see here. The rim over here is just a diffuse shader. A diffuse shader is one which just gives a color. As you can see here, it consists of two diffuse shaders with a noise texture so that it gives it this kind of look. The ground has the ground texture. This is the bump node which gives it that raised look. For the tulips, for the ground, it also has a bump map, so it looks more realistic. You can see a cube over here. That's for the volumetrics. Volumetrics is what gives it that kind of foggy look. If I can go to the render view here. This takes a lot to compute, so my laptop is pretty slow right now, but you can see that it gives it that nice kind of foggy, golden, glowy look. That's what the volumetrics in this cube does. Of course, it takes a lot more resources to compute, so if you're using it, please do be careful because it can increase your render time by a lot. I included the volumetrics because it looks a lot more nicer and a lot more realistic. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe as it helps out the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.